Всем привет, друзья, с вами Терминатор, мы продолжаем проходить вампира. Находимся мы возле особняка леди Эшбери, кстати, диалог, но поговорим попозже. Отправляться нам сейчас надо в Вест-Энд, чтобы поговорить с лордом Редгрейвом в клубе Аскалон. Вот оно задание, найти главу клуба Аскалон и войти к нему в доверие. Давайте, значит, отправляться.
Time to visit the Askалон club.
Ну, раз надо, так посетим. В чем проблема? Там уже где-то воюют вовсю. Здесь у нас закрыта дверь. Видимо, придется обойти. Придется обойти. И мы это с радостью сделаем. Так, ящиков нету, да, никаких? Придется пройти через данный путь. Кадет. Они вампира лупят. Хватит эко набить, твари. Ох ты! Ты, мужик, я тебя спас, ты чё? Пососал? Сразу понял, с кем связался? Доктор Джонатан Рид. А то, что вот он их убивает, эти не падают, да, жалко. Но ничего, ничего. Дальше вот сюда, да? Да, вот сюда, все верно. Кто там уже орет? Замочили они вампира. Это что ли тот вампир, который девушку забрал? Откуда он его помнит? Мужики. Сопротивление. Мужик, противогаз 28 уровня. Что, ноу? Подумай, что его друга замочили. Тебя тоже сейчас замочим. На тебе, гниль. Алюминиевый порошок мы взяли, коллекционный предмет. Также шиллинги тоже подобрали по пути. Вот этот вампир, которого замочили. А мы замочили их. Они вот такие слабаки, а он их даже замочить не смог один. Ладно, погнали. Нам надо продвигаться в Вест-Энд. Алюминиевый осколок, масло. Вот здесь нам надо где-то вот пройти. Здесь мы, пожалуй, и пройдем. Так, это у нас куда дверь ведет? Уайтчепел. Сорян. Взяли колечко, взяли портсигар. Разберем потом на детальки.
The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
Здесь же как раз особняк у доктора Рида. Давайте мы вот этого козла замочим. Козел отпущения, ты на кого? На тебе, говнюк. Вот этот вот здоровый, сильный, конечно. Тупорылый. Умри. О, часть хорошей рукоятки взяли. Прикиньте, как раз надо это нам. Чтобы, короче, улучшить потом нашу любимую булаву, с которой мы ходим. Там уже что-то закрыто. Мне надо идти обратно. Вест-Энд, состояние района стабильное.
The Askalon Club. The heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected.
Давайте поговорим с этой девушкой. Неизвестная личность.
Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Ekons. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte.
Прикольно, уже почти всю игру прошли. Тут недалеко до конца осталось. А он до сих пор еще неопытный юный Экон. Давайте мы с ней поговорим.
What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark alley at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reed?
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
What are you doing out here?
You mean, what do I do outside at night, since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Actually, yes. I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
Are you a suffragette, then? Oh, you really are Elizabeth's girl. Without a doubt.
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to convince me, Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion for a long time. Even before I met Emmeline Pankhurst.
Really? Oh. Now I see why my mother appreciates you so much. Too bad there aren't more men like you in the vicinity.
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And who is this Emily?
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too. She was supposed to campaign with me tonight, but hasn't turned up.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... well, she got interested in vampires. I'm afraid she might be in trouble.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning. I think I should try to find your friend.
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone. You have my thanks, Dr. Reed. And please, don't tell my mother.
Новое расследование. Эмили пропала. Давайте посмотрим. Расследование у нас вот здесь. Найти дом Эмили у нас задание, но мы его выполним попозже. Сначала мы дойдем до клуба Аскалон.
Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are or were.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see. And one day, I'll have my death to face.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
Так, давайте мы посмотрим, значит, подсказочку. Шарлотта росла в приюте леди Эшбери, прежде чем та ее удочерила. 3000 опыта, кстати, у нее. Если вот этих вот всех людей поубивать, это же прикиньте, сколько опыта. У одного только Шона Хэмптона 6000. Можно столько всего прокачать. Все навыки.
What exactly has your mother told you about me?
Your name and profession, obviously, and the mystery about your makeup. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your sister, sir. Mother says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reed? Or you?
Еще подсказочка. Шарлотта много знает о вампирах и, похоже, не боится их. Сколько там уже опыта? Наверное, будет 4 с чем-то тысяч, я думаю. Еще 2 подсказки. Они, наверное, будут открыты, когда мы выполним ее задание по поиску ее подруги.
Of course not. You have nothing to fear from me, or your mother.
Good to know. And don't worry, my mother told me everything I need to know about vampire tricks, their nature as well as features.
Your mother is not like any other vampire I've met.
I believe she thinks the same about you, Dr. Reed.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me. If so, where are they buried? How was it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Это был разговор с дочерью леди Эшбери, которая дала нам задание по поиску подруги. Аскалон находится в 16 метрах. Вот, видимо, эта дверь. Кто там орёт опять? О, какой-то неизвестный мужик.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Askalon Club, I presume.
The Askalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Askalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
Артур Пемблтон зовут его. Ни хрена здесь кто-то подрался жестко. Походу здесь мочилова была нехилая.
There has been quite a battle here. I'm sure the Askalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Да, конечно, хватит, если миллионер граф Бристольский глава. Граф Бристольский — это как раз лорд Редгрейв. Ой, я куда-то вышел. Вест-Энд. Ой, так это я здесь вошел. Пустите меня обратно. Я вроде бегал там. И как я здесь оказался и вышел. О, тихо, деньги. 5 шиллингов. Что-то они как-то мало положили для меня. Побольше бы, конечно, было бы здорово. Это еще дверь наружу, но мы выходить не будем. Здесь вон всякие картины разные. Хорош кинжал. Поглощение крови 10. Крепкий, но короткий нож, который не раз вскрывал живот противнику. Ну, по сути, он мне особо и не нужен. Здесь закрыто. Тут вообще нельзя войти. Посмотрим, что у нас с этой стороны. Неизвестные люди.
Good evening. We repel the intruders for now.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him. Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Askalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
She's a close friend, and I'm honored that she feels the same about me.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is immortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why do you suddenly need me?
The Askalon Club only recruits the best, and you definitely fit the bill. Your scientific and medical reputation alone would qualify you as a candidate.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Askalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Askalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
What does it mean to be a member of the Askalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Askalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members, and I do appreciate obedience.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
What is the Askalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
What does Askalon mean?
Askalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
William Marshall founded the Askalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Askalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall, speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation. Delightful. Welcome to the Askalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
Ну чё, вот мы и вступили в Аскалон. Теперь у нас миссия поговорить с лордом Редгрейвом опять. Лорд Шеффилд. Лорд Хаммерсли. А это кто? Это неизвестный мужик.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece? Figuratively.
It's quite unsettling. As a doctor, I am more used to being the observer than the subject observed.
Do not be alarmed. The Askalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
Алозий Доусон? Так это же тот, который ночлежку Шона Хэмптону отдал.
Are you a member of the club?
Yes, I am. And I have been for many years. And will be until the day I die.
What can you tell me about it?
It's not really my place to give you such information. I am merely a mortal member, and a dying one at that.
Are you sick?
Personally, I consider my advancing years are a sickness in itself. My body is slowly abandoning me, Dr. Reed.
Are you not afraid? You are surrounded by vampires.
Sir, it's for that very reason that I joined the club in the first place.
Is not the nature of this club a secret shared by only a privileged few?
My dear Dr. Reed, I have spent years and a fortune precisely to gather that kind of information.
So you asked for membership?
I have been a member of many clubs in many countries. But I must admit, this one is my favorite.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave?
I would not dare speak of our chairman without his consent.
Mr. Dawson? Of Dawson and Dawson? The wealthiest man in England. It is a pleasure to meet such a prominent figure of London.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
I should not say this, but I admire their commitment. This is what the nation needs right now.
But they are our enemies.
They are not mine, Dr. Reed.
Would you help them?
No. There is a time for such methods. But brute force will not be enough to fight this plague. We have to think differently.
What is the situation like in this part of town?
I am sure Lord Redgrave will enlighten you more effectively than I.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a wall. A formidable, unscalable wall to isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
By doing so, you would create two separate ghettos. What if the disease gets past the wall? The results would be disastrous.
Not if we eliminate all suspected cases of infection as soon as they appear. A necessary sacrifice.
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concerns? Decisiveness is what the city needs, and it needs it now.
Вот он какой, Алозий Доусон, только у него что-то с волосами. Ну-ка посмотрим-ка людей. Он здесь стол. Всего 1000! Почему так мало? И у него 2 подсказочки всего. Это, наверное, где-то 2000 будет опыта. Он, наверное, самый бичара по опыту. Если брать того же... допустим, Эдгара, то тут 6000. У Шона Хэмптона тоже 6000. А у Дороти Крейн 2200. Но подсказку я здесь одну просрал. Давай поговорим теперь с лордом Редгрейвом.
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago, well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
You were spying on me?
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, he was a Volcod. All muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed. Ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
You do know I killed him.
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Skulls in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Skulls.
I have met peaceful and wise Skulls. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Skulls are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Askalon Club and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
О, отлично, уровень гипноза повысился. Вот это мощь. И у нас начинается миссия «Фамильные портреты». Расспросить местных о потенциальных источниках инфекции в Вест-Энде. Миссия. Давайте посмотрим карту. Вот у нас, значит, есть такой вот кружочек, в котором нам надо расспросить местных жителей. И начнем мы это уже потом, в следующий раз. С вами был Терминатор. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайкосы. Всем счастливого пути, играйте в игры, а самое главное, берегите себя.